live streamers. Okay, I'm just gonna vamp until we have people who are joining. I'm here in Santorini, Greece, with our most loved accessories for travel. And so maybe before the end of the live stream, hi Sophia, maybe before the end of the live stream, I'll give you a little preview of Ia in Santorini, which is so beautiful. It's, oh, there's somebody at the door. We're in a hotel, so anything goes. And Michelle, hi Michelle. So we're in a hotel and somebody's at the door. And I was just saying that we're going to give a little, I'll show you all, step outside the room. Oh, there's nobody. And we're going to, wow, and we're going to show you Santorini. And tonight we're going to be talking about, so it's 10 o'clock our time, and it's only noon in Los Angeles where our beautiful bags are made, and it's 3 o'clock in New York, so I would imagine that most people are in the middle of their days and running around and working from home and running errands. And so I guess what we'll do is, in the entertainment business, because I worked in PR for many, many years, we call this vamping. So you just kind of keep the energy going and you keep the conversation going until the real show starts, which I guess we'll start at 10:03. We just got back from a really beautiful dinner in Santorini. It's sort of quiet because people aren't really traveling as much yet. So we have the streets almost to ourselves, and it's easy to get dinner reservations, which is great. And now we're down to one viewer. But we're going to start because this is something that will live on in perpetuity, forever and ever. And I want to make sure that everybody knows how Rivers 8 started. So Rivers 8 is born and raised in Los Angeles. That's where we produce all of our goods. We have a small atelier in downtown LA. So it's great when I'm in Los Angeles, I can run over and check on progress. And so our pieces, the material itself is made in Mexico, and we create molds of exotic animals such as python and stingray and alligator belly and lizard, and then we hand cast a rubber mold into we hand cast the rubber into the mold. So everything has a very lifelike quality. You can see here there's like a lot of three-dimensionality to the python. And I only brought python pieces with me. We've been on the road for the last year. We spent 6 months in New York City, but other than that, we've been traveling. We were in Kauai for a little while. Oh, thank you, little JS. And so I'm very, very mindful of packing light, and I make sure that my family packs light. Everybody has to manage their own bags whenever we're on the road. So what do we take? What did I take to Santorini? We're gone for 2 weeks. We're in Greece and we're going to Paris tomorrow. And I wanted to make sure that I had the right accessories for daytime and visiting places like the Louvre. Let me just make sure that the Louvre, and presenting this to the audience just so you can see. So I brought 3 pieces here. One of them is not yet on Verishop, so we won't talk about that. We'll wait till the next live stream. But this is the original product. So we have this material. It's rubber that's hand cast into a mold, and you can really replicate any animal you want. And I was thinking, what are the most desired luxury products, and what are the skins made of? And it's really 3. Lizard, it's a Tejas lizard. You see that a lot on cowboy boots, on small accessories. It's python, which is illegal in California, so you're not technically allowed to buy it, although it's not very well regulated. So a lot of people are able to have items shipped to other states, or there's a lot of workarounds, unfortunately. And then the third was the alligator belly, which alligator, there's only one belly per alligator. So if you buy an Hermes Birkin bag made with alligator belly, it's 1 alligator. So an entire animal was sacrificed for 1 bag. So that's hard. It was hard for me to get my head around. So that was the impetus to start Rivers 8. And I'd come from luxury consumer goods and worked with companies like Jennifer Meyer and Monique Pan and Serena and Lily and XO Jet. So we really ran the luxury gamut. So anyway, I started to, I have 3 dogs, 3 rescue dogs, and I walk them every day. And I was starting to put keys in one, in like my waistband of my athletic shorts, and my ID in another, and a little bit of money in case I don't know where I would find myself where I would need money. But anyway, I realized, and this was at the dawn of the comeback of the fanny pack. This was a couple of years ago. This was our first product. So I thought, wouldn't it be great just to be hands-free so I can continue walking my dogs and actually take all of the stuff that I needed, my AirPod case and phone and everything. So this was the first product. This is presented here in Python because this is what I brought with me on our trip, but we also have an alligator belly, a really beautiful burgundy, which is available on Verishop, and a black. We also have lizard, which is only available in black with a beautiful bright gold zipper. It's very, very chic. So you can wear this waist pack in faux python over the shoulder like this. So let me just get this right. Okay, so I'm wearing just a pretty basic big tent dress. So I do wear a lot of these dresses, and I find them to be really comfortable. So for me, I wear them. I'm just going to just show you. And forgive the lighting. We're in a hotel in Santorini, which thankfully is all white, which is really nice. So I like to belt it. So you have this like big shapeless dress, and if you're not opposed to belting your piece, your dresses and your wardrobe, then this is a great way to just kind of like add some shape, and it's kind of chic on the side. I don't typically wear it on the back, although I did today because we climbed like 1,000 steps from the ocean, and there's something about the weight distribution in the back that just feels a lot better when you have a lot of stuff and you're really, really exerting yourself. So this is the waist pack. It's very, very durable. I have this in white as well. The black and white are the 2 colors that I saved for myself. And it's called ivory. So I've spilled coffee, red wine, all sorts of terrible things on my waist pack. And it cleans really, really easily with soap and water. It cleans with, my kids are here because I've dragged my children to Santorini. Anyway, so the white, do not shy away from the ivory. It can be cleaned with any household cleaner, with 409, with Method, with soap, water. I have my daughter's AirPods that I bought today. This is what I wore to the beach. Sunscreen, lip stuff, glasses cleaner. You can fit glasses in here. It has a nice capacity, but it also can be folded up. I mean, you can really beat this bag up and it's nearly indestructible because of the material, which is great, but it looks very, very elegant. Some of my Euros flying out. Anyway, so this is the first piece. And it's available in ruby, in a really bright navy, in a taupe, which I love. Taupe, ivory, and black are my favorite colors, but for a pop of color, there's a scarlet. I believe, what else do we have on the site? Yeah, navy, scarlet, ivory, and taupe, which is a great color. So this is the waist pack. And for those of you just joining, we are in Santorini, and I mentioned taking everyone outside in the last couple of minutes, just so you can see how beautifully lit this city is. We're in Ia, which is it's the really beautiful city built into the cliff that's all white. Okay, so we're gonna move on to, so that's the waist pack, which is like the classic, my favorite was the first product, our best seller. If you get 15% off if you purchase during the live feed, it works for I think 30 minutes after the live feed ends. And then also if you put in code birthday, you get 25% off fashion items, which is great. So this is my daughter's mini clutch with wristlet. I love this for evening because you need far fewer things when you're traveling and you're staying in a hotel. You don't need all of your normal stuff that you carry around. So we have this in ivory. This is the ivory that also the waist pack comes in. So you can see it's like a really clean, beautiful, but not pure snow white ivory. Thank you, Emily. The ivory is so chic, and it's actually a beautiful winter color or summer. And you can see it. So I have my, like, you just wear it on your wrist. It's great for cocktail parties, which are now coming back, and I'm so happy about. So if you have your wine here and you have your plate of food here and you're not encumbered. This also fits great on the end of a chair, you know, so you can just pop it over your chair at dinner. I always struggle to figure out a place for my clutch if I'm at a nice dinner and I don't want to put it on the floor and I don't really want it on my lap and I don't know if I really want it sitting behind me. Anyway, so the mini clutch, I use this. This goes in my carry-on. It carries everybody's passports and plane tickets and cash. And then when we arrive at our destination, the passports go in the hotel safe and this comes out in the evening. If you wanted just a simple clutch, you can take off the wristlet. It has a really beautiful gold clip. Hi, Allison. Thank you. I think it's so smart, and I'm so happy that all of us are going back to parties and we're mixing around with people. I mean, we're here in Greece. We traveled, you know, from Hawaii to LA to New York, but we're fully vaccinated. We're still being really careful. But it's nice to be out in the world again. And by the way, you can put your plane tickets, passports, and your extra masks and hand sanitizer in here. These are deceptively have a larger than they appear. So the inside, there are no interior pockets. It's just a simple mini clutch. This is my daughter's, and she always carries crystals with her. So this is her rose quartz heart crystal. And I think the other ones are in different bags. Oh, and I see some jewelry in here. But this is a great, oh, here's another crystal. But this is a great bag for, again, for evening, because when you're going out at night, you know, when you're traveling, you only need, you know, perhaps an ID, your hotel key, a phone, and whatever medicine you might need to go out to dinner with. So this is a really great travel piece that has multifunctionality. And that's a really big part of what we do is multifunctional pieces. So, you know, going back to the waist pack for a moment, you can wear it crossbody and you can also wear it around your waist, and then again, there's a third option. You can just wear it over your shoulder if you're not necessarily, you know, going to be, if you're going to like the hotel restaurant for breakfast or something, you can just sling it over your shoulder. So anyway, this is another key item. So the ivory, again, I want to mention that it's very easy to clean. You can use 409 method, any household cleaner. When you're on the road, you can just use soap and water. It's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about ruining it. And it's also like nothing will stain it. So if you spill coffee on it, or if you spill red wine or a cocktail, then fear not, it does clean really, really well. We actually did a test on a brown waist pack. That's another color that the waist pack comes in. It comes in a chocolate. So we did a color test, and I sprayed just straight bleach onto it, and it didn't. It was completely color fast. It didn't run at all, which is great. So that is the mini clutch wristlet, and this comes in black. Let's see, it's black, olive, and green, which is beautiful forest green, and pink. I love the hot pink, and turquoise. So the white, hot pink, and turquoise are my favorite colors for winter. I mean, for summer rather. But it's also great if you have like that pop of color in case you wanted to use this as a wallet, and you know, just have it in your car, and it has your essentials like your cards, your keys, your lip gloss, your extra masks, etc., etc. You keep it in your car and you throw it into your gym bag if you're going to the gym. Are we going back to gyms? Are gyms open? I'm not sure. A yoga class, or you're popping in to run an errand. You don't need to carry it. Like if you're one of those ladies, and I know who you are, I see you. You know, you carry your whole life in a giant tote bag, and it kills your trapezoid at the end of the day and gives you headaches, and you're a mess from your giant bag. All you need are your essentials that are just inside a small clutch, and then you can put that into your giant tote with your computer, or you know, your snacks, or your gym bag, or wherever else you're going. So, and then this also can carry your keys. And what I do on my mask, let me see, I have another bag that we're going to do in the next live. I love this bag. This is like one of my favorites. It's a drawstring bag with detachable straps. But when we get back to Los Angeles, I'll be able to show that to you because I have lots of strap options as well. So you can, here's a mask. Do you sense a theme? Are you understanding now how much I love leopard in all variations? We tried to do leopard on our skins and it looked not great. So we also tried to do tie-dye and camouflage, and these are just best served by being like plain colors, simple colors. So I like to attach my mask to the wristlet, and so you have it all together, and it's just really easy to detach it. So, and it's really nice, having traveled for the first time internationally in a while. It's really nice to have everything in one place, so you stay very well organized at a moment's notice, because at any given moment you're stopped at the airport for your COVID test, for results, and it's just good to have everything in one place. You're not digging through a bag. So okay, so we are moving on to the sport pack, which we talked about in our last live, but I feel like the sport pack, and by the way, and these are all my personal bags, and these are the 3. Well, I brought 4, actually 5. I brought the waist pack, so this goes out with me in the evenings because I only need a little bit, and I like to wear these big dresses, but I think they need a little bit of shape. I brought the wristlet, so this is great for travel, and then it comes out with me at night. And then the drawstring bag, which we'll talk about. You have a lot of amazing colors, and you can detach the straps because I'm all about convertibility, and then put on a really funky, fun, soft strap if you want. It also has belt loops in back, which is great, so you can thread it onto a belt. I also love belts, and I think they're a great way to, chic up an outfit. And then I have the sport pack, and then a makeup or cosmetic case, which we'll also do in the next live, which will be very exciting, and we'll have great lighting and lots of color optionality because we'll be in one place after a year of travel, which has been amazing. But it just means that I only have the bare bones essentials with me from my collection. So this sport pack, so the waist pack again was the OG waist pack, fanny pack, belt bag, whatever you want to call it. By the way, this is attached, the belt is attached, so it's not removable. Here we designed the sportier version because I felt like there were moments when I just needed more capacity and more storage. So we have a different closure here. It's a plastic enclosure, which is very, very sturdy. And then we have our material here, which holds really well because it's very strong. Double zipper. So there's always, the feedback that we were getting was that people wanted a larger capacity for longer day trips. So I think that's great. I love optionality, and I love having a small option for those of us who are incredibly well edited in terms of what we take around with us. And then for the pack rats among us, which I grew up as a pack rat, so I get that. So we have 2 zipper compartments. The front zipper compartment is for cards, things that need to stay safe, secure. This one always stays zipped. And then the larger compartment, which really has a very nice capacity. Again, this is my bag, so it's full. I can't get a sense of what's in there. I have receipts. We have all of these from our hotel in Athens. They kept giving us at every meal these packets with antiseptic wipes, which is great because I'm an obsessive wiper of hands and surfaces for COVID. But this will carry a full wallet. It will also carry a glasses case. So if you need readers or sunglasses, that will fit in here. Keys, lip gloss, spray, hand spray, AirPods, all of the essentials. And again, this is a case that we made adjustable. So when the belt is at its max, it's a great bag to wear. Crossbody like this, crossbody on the back. And then And this is something that I wear, again, with my dogs when we're hiking, because I'll carry, and we put this on our Instagram, and I believe we also put this in our Verishop feed. I'll just carry a water bottle, I'll stick it out on the top, and with dogs, I have their collapsible water bottle, I have like a couple of other things that I obviously don't have on vacation, because my dogs are here, but this is the sport pack worn around the waist. And again, I think it's like a chic to wear it on the side. It just kind of has a nice look. So this is the sport pack, and again, the belt is adjustable and adjustable for all sizes, because I know women come in all shapes and sizes, and we wanted to make sure that this style was incredibly inclusive. And I'm petite, I'm only 5'1", so I'm gonna walk around the factory floor in the atelier and like look for a normal sized person. Like the average height of the American woman, I believe, is like, is it 5'5", Nails? 5'3"? Anyway, taller than me, because I'm tiny. So we made sure that this would accommodate, a large range of us women. So this is available right now in black. Again, you have the same cleaning tips for this bag that we use with all of our bags, which is 409 method cleaner. It's totally indestructible. So I would get these really beautiful designer bags, and then I get on an airplane and it wouldn't have a zip top, and there's no way to secure it. One of my best friends, she lost an entire bag. She had this like big tote, and she shoved it under the seat in front of her on the airplane, and she had a bag of her jewelry inside the tote, and it fell out, never to be seen again. And this happened like 15 years ago, and she still talks about the pieces that she lost. So that scarred me. And so I wanted to make sure that everything was zippable. So this is totally secured. I wore this in the airport, and then when it was time to board the plane, I actually put this inside of my carry-on. And then just because you have a limit, when we have carry-on rollers as well. So as soon as we got onto the plane, I took this out of the bag and I just put it around my waist again. So I had everything with me. And it's nice. You go to the bathroom and you have, your face stuff or whatever, like a face wash or lip stuff, because it gets so dry on the plane. You have everything with you. So this is what I love. And I wore this, we were in Hawaii recently, and in New York City, and then Athens, and now Santorini. And this actually, amongst all the bags that I brought, the 4 bags that I brought, this has been like the best of all of them, and it has the most uses. We were walking around the Acropolis. It was so hot, and when it got really hot, when I was wearing it on the front, I just threw it around the back, and it was just very comfortable, and I could carry my kids' stuff. Like here, those of you who are parents, it's a lot of like, will you hold this? So I had extra snacks in here, and I had 3 phones, and I had sanitizer and my sunglasses case, and it all fit really nicely in this bag. And again, you can zip the top. We're going to introduce new colors in the sport pack for fall and winter, but for now it's just in the basic black. And again, this is a really soft webbing material. We have this webbing made in downtown, and the mill uses the softest nylon. So it's really comfortable, because I know for me, if you're using a thin strap or a leather strap, for those of us who use leather bags, it's really soft, so it doesn't pull. And again, it's adjustable. So when I wasn't wearing it on my waist, and depending on what outfit you're wearing and what looks cutest, you can put it in the front. My husband's even worn this. You can wear it in the back. We'll see that. And it's just really comfortable. And then you can adjust it. And it also feels really good when you're walking through a crowded city. And again, no place is really that crowded right now. You can keep it secure. And then also for your masks, because when we were outside away from people, I would take it off just because it's so hot, and it's just easy to clip it on here, so you have it at the ready. I try to hang it off of my ears, and I always find that it just bothers me. I'm wearing double masks on an international flight. At the end of the flight, like, my ears were killing because they were the double masks. They were both pulling. So anyway, this is a really nice way to carry your mask in a place where you can keep it out of your, out, not mixing with your regular pieces. So in 2 minutes, I'm going to take you outside so you can see Ia, which is the most beautiful whitewashed hilltop village in Santorini. And we're on something called the caldera, which is the rim of the volcano, and it exploded. Oh my gosh, wait, Kate, no, what? No, you said no, and I missed what that was in response to. Anyway, uh, this volcano, which is still considered active, exploded 3,000 years ago, and it's wild how they've built these villages into the rocks. And right now, we're staying in a room that's a cave, so there's just windows and doors at the front, but it's embedded in the rocks. And it's her friend. By the way, Kate, to that point, my friend who lost the jewelry, she's sort of like a Mr. Magoo. I love her so much. She's my best friend, like my sister, one of those friends. And I gave her one of the first toiletry cases because I know that she's such a hot mess. Like when she travels, that she would definitely like explode her foundation in the bag, and we would be able to test run it. So she completely tore the bag up. I gave her a white waist pack also. And she's like, oh my God, you'll never believe it. But I spilled my coffee, like her Trente or whatever coffee, all over the bag. And we wiped it up and it was in perfect condition. And she also exploded her toothpaste all over her toiletry case. And we line all of our bags with a cotton poly liner. So it's, they're fully wipeable, and which is great. We do all have a friend like that. And I love her. She's my best friend. So, and I'm like super type A and really neat and tidy. So I think we are best friends for a reason. Yin and yang. Okay. Do you want to see Santorini at night? Should I show you? Should we be done with the bags and show you the reason why I packed all of these lovely things so thoughtfully? So let's go outside. I'm going to take you with me. And we're staying at the Canave Oya Hotel, which is so incredibly beautiful. There's our hot tub here, and I wonder if I can turn. I don't think I can turn this around, but here for the last few minutes, you can see the moon on the Aegean Sea. You can hear the Greek music playing in the background. For those of you who are wondering, I am here with my 2 daughters because my husband had work meetings, and so many of my friends have asked if we are going to make a Mamma Mia video, and the answer is yes, of course. I mean, I'm not a complete idiot, so yeah, we're halfway through it, but my kids won't be in it, so it's just me doing Mamma Mia. So maybe we'll post it to Verishop so you can see it, because we have like 15 seconds to go, and so far it's pretty embarrassing. So anyway, that's us. I'm so grateful for those of you who joined, and I look forward to seeing you on our next journey. We'll be somewhere else exciting in the next couple of weeks, but from the caldera in Santorini, I bid you all a good night.